school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to North Platte, Nebraska, where we are ready now for high school volleyball. Hi, everybody. I'm Brent Apperson. Welcome aboard. Good matchup tonight. Broken Bow comes on the road, taking on North Platte St. Pat's. Broken Bow picking up their first wins of the season this past weekend when they went 2-1 at the Lexington Invite. They lost their opening round match, but then came through the consolation bracket and won that side of the bracket at the tournament. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go through our coverage here tonight. But Broken Bow now 2-4 on the season, winners of 2 in a row, and they take on North Platte St. Pat's, who comes in with a 4-5 overall record. Well, tonight's broadcast of high school volleyball on the radio tonight is being brought to you by Prairie Eye Care, Trotter Fertilizer in Broken Bow, Downey Drilling, Dairy Queen, Universal Insurance. Also brought to you by these businesses that are sponsoring all of our high school sports coverage on the radio this year. They include the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Aero Seed, Ron's Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, The Garden Center, Sargent Irrigation, and Duda Plumbing. Also tonight, we are providing a live video stream of tonight's match, along with our radio call, which you can access on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and the Sandhills Express YouTube channel. Our video presentation tonight is being brought to you by Palmer Monument, Lyons Appliance, Agribest Feeds in Callaway, Insurance of the Heartland, Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, BD Broken Bow, Colligan, Del Moniger, and Tim Wright in Broken Bow. Also brought to you by Mead Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Christian Electric, and the Callaway District Hospital with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics. It's high school volleyball, Broken Bow against North Platte St. Pat's, coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Dr. Singer and Dr. Jinsey Ross, along with the staff at Prairie Eye Care, hope you're enjoying this radio broadcast. Not only do our area student athletes work hard in the classroom, they also dedicate lots of time to the sports they love. Central Nebraska couldn't be more proud of the athletes you're hearing compete on your radio right now. Good luck from Dr. Sanger and Ross and the staff at Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow are your fertilizer experts in Central Nebraska. Your field should get stronger and more consistent every year, and Trotter Fertilizer is dedicated to the research and technology needed to ensure that. They run plenty of test plots in the area, so you get advice and expertise based off results found right in Central Nebraska. Call Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow and talk to them about ensuring the success of your fields.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Downey Drilling is headed for Husker Harvest Days in Grand Island September 13th through the 15th. And Tom and Don's wives were thrilled when they found out their hubbies were headed for Grand Island. Their joy was short-lived, however, when they found out that Tom and Don were coming back. Big Red Tent at Lot 1153. That's the place for lots of information about all things water and the new innovations that Downey has in store for you. So stop by the Downey Drilling booth. Again, that's 1153. Downey Drilling takes their tradition of excellence to Husker Harvest Days Tuesday the 13th through Thursday the 15th of September.
Your friends at the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow are looking for new members for their awesome team, both part-time and full-time for all shifts. This includes managers as well as grill, chill, and service positions. Pay available ranges between $10 to $19 an hour based on experience and availability. Plus, they are offering hiring bonuses on top of your pay. Full-time employees can earn paid time off from work, and students get free lunches when school is in session. Apply at the store or online at snagajob.com today, and you're on your way to having a blast at work.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, Ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you. It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
The grocery cart meat department is not your typical meat department. Our meat is fresh and our prices are great. We have a wide selection of beef, pork, chicken, and seafood, with options like Hormel Natural Choice, Smart Chicken, and Certified Angus Beef. You know you're getting quality meat to center your meal around. Come and see us at the grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And again, we bring you back to North Platte. North Platte St. Pat's, the host of tonight's varsity matchup between Broken Bow and the St. Pat's Irish. Well, as we mentioned, Broken Bow coming in with an overall record of 2-4, and it really been quite a season for this very young volleyball squad. Of course, we had them in their opener on the road at Hershey, where they battled Hershey in that thrilling 5-set match, but Hershey was able to win it in the fifth. And then Broken Bow went up against two of the very best volleyball teams in the entire state in C1. They took on Grand Island Central Catholic during the state fair at the Heartland Event Center at the Bill Marshall Classic. Then they took on Gothenburg, also ranked in the top 10 in C1. Both those teams are undefeated in the early part of the season. Broken Bow lost both of those matches in straight sets. But then on Saturday, Broken Bow got some things to go their way, and you can tell really started to build their confidence. They went 2-1 at the Lexington Invite. They lost their opening round match to Holdridge in straight sets. But then in the consolation bracket, they would defeat Lexington in straight sets, 25-18, 25-21. And then in a thrilling 3-set match, they would knock off Chase County 2-1. Chase County won the opening set 26-24. Broken Bow won the second 25-17. And then Broken Bow turned that first set score around and won 26-24 in the third to get the match victory. So Broken Bow has won 2 in a row, and tonight they come in and take on North Platte St. Pat's. St. Pat's 4-5 on the season. Now it's kind of interesting. St. Pat's, like Broken Bow, also competed last Saturday in the Lexington Invite. Now, the paths of the two teams did not cross last Saturday, but it is kind of interesting to see who St. Pat's played. They played St. Paul. I believe that was in the opening round. In fact, I know it was. They lost to St. Paul in the opening round. St. Paul still undefeated on the season. They went on to win the tournament. Lexington is who St. Pat's faced then, and they also faced Chase County. Chase County winning over St. Pat's in 3 sets, and then Lexington winning over St. Pat's in 3 sets at the Lexington Invite. So kind of interesting that St. Pat's and Broken Bow did not play each other, but they each played 2 of the same teams at the tournament. So it should be a good match here tonight. St. Pat's is 4-5 on the year. Again, Broken Bow 2-4, looking for their 3rd win in a row. We'll step away. We'll come back with more. You're listening to live coverage of high school volleyball on KBBN FM.
Sasa Cashback Checking is unlike any checking account you've ever had. The staff at Custer Federal State Bank is excited to tell you about the benefits. Here's just a few. 2% cash back on debit card purchases. ATM withdrawal, free refunds. Nationwide, free online banking services. A free mobile banking app, free online bill pay, and much, much more. The minimum balance to open is $50. Ask about Kasasa at Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
A great wheat harvest is in the bag when you choose certified seed wheat from AeroSeed. Planting certified seed from AeroSeed ensures high-quality weed-free seed with known germination, known test weight, and known seed count. This, along with AeroSeed's careful conditioning that keeps your drill running smoothly, you're on the way to producing high-profit yields.
Call your local AeroSeed dealer or visit aeroseed.com to find the certified seed wheat varieties best for you.
One thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
At Trotter Service, every oil change comes with a multi-point inspection. As a Tire Pro store, they bring customers only the best brands of wheels and tires at the best prices anywhere, and have computer balancing and alignment too. They service semis and provide bulk fuel and propane delivery as well. At Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
It's hard to imagine anyone with more siding selections than Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. They're proud to offer Diamond Coat, a specialized pre-finish built onto tough LP Smart Side. Here's the awesome part. It's so tough, it's backed by a 30-year, no-fade warranty. Choose from 30 colors or create a custom color. The possibilities are endless. Diamond Coat. When you need siding, ask for it by name at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brent Custer.
And as we welcome you back to North Platte, we want to say thanks to Central Nebraska Medical Clinic helping us with our presentation of high school volleyball tonight. Central Nebraska Medical Clinic in Broken Bow has provided full-spectrum family medical care since 1971. Stay tuned. Volleyball action is coming up in a moment.
We strive to have it be beautiful, lush, and green. When it's not, it can really bring down the look of our space. A to Z Lawn Pro has a great 5-step fertilizer program, and any time is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with strategically scheduled steps. Ask A to Z Lawn Pro about just how easy the program is today. Proud to bring you this sports broadcast, A to Z Lawn Pro.
Septic emergencies are right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
There are fewer words sweeter in the state of Nebraska than Go Big Red. And Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting their racks in men's
for the sportsmanship, hard work, and dedication that they put into each season. Agland ATV knows all about working hard and playing hard, just like a Polaris. Best of luck to all the local teams from Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Polaris adult models are for riders age 16 and older. Always wear a helmet and be sure to take a training course. Polaris machines are not intended for on-road use.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Kick off the fall season by visiting your friends at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Time to get those beautiful mums out, whether in the ground or in that other favorite spot you have in mind. More fall plants are going to be arriving soon, perfect for filling those fall planters. New trees have made their way in stock, including fruit trees. This fall, visit the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Open Monday 10 to 4, Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30, and Saturday 10 until 2.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
When you need a one-stop shop for everything plumbing, look to Duda Plumbing. Your property, whether new, commercial, or remodeled, can be helped in the plumbing department by calling Scott at 872-3402. Ask him about getting on the septic pumping schedule for every 2 years. And forget about needing to remember, he can do sewer camera inspections too. For over 20 years, proud to support the area student athletes, Duda Plumbing, where they do Duda Plumbing.
Dr. Singer and Dr. Jinsey Ross, along with the staff at Prairie Eye Care, hope you're enjoying this radio broadcast. Not only do our area student athletes work hard in the classroom, they also dedicate lots of time to the sports they love. Central Nebraska couldn't be more proud of the athletes you're hearing compete on your radio right now. Good luck from Dr. Sanger and Ross and the staff at Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, proud sponsors of this broadcast.
And we're back to North Platte St. Pat's. Let's now take a look at your starting lineups for tonight's matchup. We'll start first with the Broken Bow Lady Indians, 2-4 on the season. Jessie Lowe, 5'4", senior. Janae Martin, 5'7", sophomore. Hannah Barker, 5'9", senior. Nice to see Hannah in the lineup. Of course, she missed the opener against Hershey, but she's been back since then. Addison Ellis, a 5'10", sophomore. Marin Chapin, 5'8", sophomore. And your leading attacker through the opening 6 matches of the season, Hallie McCaslin, a 5'4", junior. For the Lady Irish of St. Pat's, May Siegel, 5'9", senior. Tanya Heinrichs, 5'9", senior. Izzy Scholes, 5'8", freshman. Olivia Phillips, 5'4", senior. Gabby Swift, 5'6", sophomore. Kinsey Kimberling, a 5'4", sophomore. Again, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic in Broken Bow helping us with our coverage today. They're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to noon on Saturday. Call today to schedule an appointment, 872-2486 for quality health care services by expert physicians. Broken Bow will open with the serve, and we are ready to go with high school volleyball on KBBN FM. Here's a serve by Marin Chapin, the receive by St. Pat's. The attack in the middle, tipped away from the block, and it finds the floor. St. Pat's able to place it on the far sideline, and the Irish go up 1-0. Well, this will be a best 3 out of 5 set match tonight. We'll play to 25, rally scoring, sets 1 through 4, win by 2. And if we go to a fifth, it'll be a race to 15. Here's a serve by the Irish, dug out by Emma Taylor, the libero, playing the back row. Shot from Barker, not able to clear the net. And so the Irish score the opening 2 points of the set. Jensen Becker, 5'11", junior, is checked into the lineup. She's at the service line. They serve Taylor again, kept alive by Chapin, sent over the net on 2 hits. Attack near side coming from May Siegel, and Siegel able to put it to the floor. And the Irish off to a fast start. They lead 3-0 here in the opening set. We're live on the radio, KBBN 95.3 FM, also with the live video stream on Sand Hills Express. Here's the serve, kept alive by Chapin at the net, the return by Taylor on the third. St. Pat's will see if they can set it up. Siegel has to bump it across, so a free ball for Bow. Chapin will set middle for Barker. Tips it over the block, kept alive for the moment. St. Pat's will scramble and send it back on the third. Chapin will set outside for Ellis this time. It sails long and out, and St. Pat's leads 4-0. So the Lady Irish have scored the opening 4 points of the match. Serve on the way from Becker. That is into the net. And the service goes over to Broken Bow. Gabby Staples will come into the lineup. Jessie Lowe will come out. Back to the service line, Hallie McCaslin for the Indians. Here's a serve from McCaslin. Good serve. Played in the back row by Phillips. Pass to the front. Siegel has to bump it across. A chance now for Broken Bow. Chapin will set it up far side for Staples, and it goes into the net as the point goes to the Irish. Pass and set just a little bit too far into the net. Broken Bow did what they could, but not able to get it returned. And the Irish are back in front by 4. Serve on the way from Heirigs now. Chapin will set up far side for Staples. Big swing, but it sails long and out. And the point again goes to the Irish. Again, St. Pat's 4-5 on the season coming in. Broken Bow 2-4. As Heirigs gets ready to serve again. Puts it in play. They serve Staples. Pass to Chapin, who sets Gabby on the outside. Tips it over the block and finds the floor. St. Pat's 6, Broken Bow 2 as we play in the first. Emma Taylor now serving for the Lady Indians. Taylor from the middle of the line sends it across. They'll bump it up in the air for, well, we don't have 12 on our program for St. Pat's, but we do have number 8 on the program from Broken Bow, and that is Janae Martin. And Martin able to slam it down to the floor for the kill. Taylor ready to serve it again, and this one goes into the net. Service error, Broken Bow, point St. Pat's, and they lead 7-3 here in the opening set. As Izzy Scholes, just a freshman, will go back to the service line. Scholes will toss it in the air, send it across. Staples plays it on the back line. Chapin back sets it for Barker, who rolls it across. They'll back set it, the attack coming, and it's punched up in the air by Martin, returned by Chapin on the third. A chance for St. Pat's here. Scholes, the setter, will set it up for Siegel, who knocks it across, and it will find the floor. 8-3, Lady Irish. Scholes ready to serve again. Serve on its way. Taylor on the receive. Chapin will set it for Barker. Backs up, sends it across, playing it on the far sideline as Scholes. Bumped up in the back row and then sent across by Siegel on the third. McCassin will send it to Chapin, who sets up Staples. A big swing, but again the attack is long and out. And the point goes to the Irish. Broken Bow's been getting some swings, but the attack's just not on target at the moment. They serve McCaslin, and Broken Bow will not be able to return. At a timeout, Broken Bow. St. Pat's off to a hot start here in set 1. Irish lead it 10-3.
Broken Bow are your fertilizer experts in central Nebraska. Your field should get stronger and more consistent every year, and Trotter Fertilizer is dedicated to the research and technology needed to ensure that. They run plenty of test plots in the area, so you get advice and expertise based off results found right in central Nebraska. Call Trotter Fertilizer in Broken Bow and talk to them about ensuring the success of your fields.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
And we bring you back to the McDade Activities Center in North Platte, home of the St. Pat's Irish, where the Lady Irish lead Broken Bow in the opening set of this best-of-5 match. 10-3 our score in the first. Izzy Scholes, the freshman, will remain at the service line. Scholes will send it into the air and send it across. Chapin back sets it for Barker. Big swing, and Hannah Barker with the kill as she takes it cross court for the point. Hannah now will come out. Lily Jonas replaces her and goes to the service line. Great to see Hannah back in the lineup. She was not at Hershey in the opener, but she's been on the floor ever since. Coming back from knee surgery, great to see her out on the court. Here's an overpass, taking advantage of it. Janae Martin, Marin Chapin was at the net as well, and Broken Bow has run off 2 in a row, and they are to within 5. Jonas ready to serve it again. Lily will put it in play. Pass to the front. Scholes will send it outside for Siegel. A big swing, but it's out. And the point goes to Bow. Broken Bow responding nicely, coming out of the timeout. Run off 3 in a row, and now they're to within 4. Jonas will send it across. St. Pat's has to scramble. Out of system, and they will get it sent back on the third. Jonas will move to the center position, set up Martin, big swing. Janae Martin, the sophomore, with the hammer. And Bow is to within 3. Well, the two-center offense has worked well for Broken Bow this year. You'll see Jonas set it up. Chapin will set it up as Jonas now serves it across the net. Scholes will set outside for Siegel off the block, but handled in the back row by Jonas. Now Martin with another swing, and this one's going to catch the back line. St. Pat's elected to let it go, thought it might go out, but it did not. It caught the back line. Martin with another kill, and Bow is to within 2. Jonas serving from the middle of the line. Scholes will bump it up. Hitting out of the back row is Becker. Handled by the libero, Taylor of Broken Bow. Now Martin another swing, but this time it goes into the net. And the point goes to St. Pat's. Becker will come out. Gabby Swift will replace her, as Mays Siegel goes to the service line for the Irish. Siegel will send it across. Staples on the receive. They set up Chapin. Sends it to the back row where it's handled by Siegel. Now Swift sets it across, but right to Staples. They'll back set it for Martin. Another big swing, and it's good. A touch on the line. Siegel reached out, made a touch of the volleyball, and the point goes to Bow. Staples comes out. Jessie Lowe in to replace her. Lowe will go back to the service line, as Broken Bow now is to within 2. Served by Lowe. Pass to Scholes, who sets it in the middle for the attack, and it's down and good. Elena Neeson, 5'5" junior with the kill, and that puts St. Pat's back up by 3. Kinsey Kimberling, the sophomore, will check in. She'll go to the service line. We play in the opening set. Best of 5 set match here tonight. Jonas trying to handle the pass that goes into the net. Not able to make a play on it. And St. Pat's will pick up the point on the ace. Kimberling from the middle of the line. Just does cross the top of the net. They set up Martin again through the block, but covered and played nicely by St. Pat's as they return on 2. Now Broken Bow scrambling. They will not be able to return. Another point for the Irish. So after Broken Bow got to within 2, St. Pat's is kind of weathered that storm for the moment, regained control, and they're back up by 5. Serve on the way from Kimberling. Kept alive by Martin as Chapin sets it across, returned on one hit. Jonas will set it for McCaslin on the outside, tips it over the block, but covered by Scholes. They'll bump it in the air for Swift, who sends it across. Pass to Jonas, back set for Martin. The swing, punched up in the air by Siegel out of the back row. Now Swift a swing. Gabby Swift with the kill. And the Irish starting to regain control here in this opening set as they lead 15-9. Kimberling trying to keep this service run going. Taylor on the receive. They set it outside for McCaslin. Look out. Hallie McCaslin with her first kill of the night. McCaslin leading Broken Bow in kills coming into tonight's match. Had 38, now make it 39 on the year. Maddie Diedrichs is into the lineup now for Bow, and she'll go to the service line, sends it across, puts it in play. Swift on the receive. Scholes will back set it for the attack from Elena Neeson. Neeson hits it long and out, and the point goes to Bow. Diedrichs ready to serve it again. Serve on its way. Dug out by Siegel. Scholes will set the outside for Swift, and that's going to go long and out. So here comes Broken Bow again. Back to within 3. Broken Bow has trailed so far the entire way in this set, but they've not lost touch as Scholes will set it to the outside. The attack by Heirigs, they're going to call it into the net. 4 hits will be the official call, and now Broken Bow is back to within 2. Diedrichs floats one across. Swift on the receive. They'll pass it to Scholes, who sets up Neeson on the outside. Dug out, kept alive by Bow. The attack from McCaslin punched up toward the net. Joust coming. Broken Bow trying to put it down, and they do. And now St. Pat's wants timeout. Broken Bow fighting back. We're in the opening set. North Platte St. Pat's 15, Broken Bow 14.
How in the world Downey Drilling can cover the entire Ogallala Aquifer region from 3 locations in Kearney, Lexington, and Garden City? Well, it's dang near a miracle, but you have to remember, these are the guys that can poke a hole in the ground and make water appear. Top-notch equipment, top-notch techs, and incredibly good organization. That's how Downey Drilling has established that famous Downey tradition of excellence. New well construction or any type of water well repair, go to DowneyDrilling.com for the number of the shop nearest you. Downey Drilling, truly a tradition of excellence.
As we bring you back to North Platte, want to say thanks to Fort County Heating and Air. Owners Brian Hogg and Austin Cox serve the area with a combined 20 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They provide free estimates and 24-hour service. They'll be there for you when the cold weather hits. It didn't hit today, but it's coming. So be ready. Call Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 872-2258. Serve on the way coming out of the timeout. Here's the attack from Tanya Heirigs, handled by Bow. McCaslin back the other way, and she'll find the floor. Another kill for McCaslin, and now Broken Bow has tied it up, and they have an opportunity to take their first lead of the set. Diedrichs trying to keep this service run going, puts it in play, and it's an ace. Some miscommunication from St. Pat's in the back row as they let it fall, and now Broken Bow has their first lead of the match. Diedrichs puts it in play again. Scholes will bump it up. Heirig sets it across. Jonas will set the outside for McCaslin again. Lobs it over the block. A diving save made by St. Pat's. Joust at the net over on Bow's side. Jonas will set McCaslin again, and this time Hallie hits it into the net. Tied up in the opening set now at 16-all. Neeson will come out of the match. Olivia Phillips will check in for St. Pat's as she'll go back to the service line. Phillips sends it across, and it's an ace. Caught a good portion of the top of the net, but still had enough power to get over the net and found the opening in the on the floor, as St. Pat's now retakes the lead at 17-16. Phillips sends this one long and out. So an ace for Phillips, followed by a service error, and we're tied again, now at 17-all. Marin Chapin to the service line for Bow. Chapin, another one of those sophomores that sees a lot of playing time for this volleyball team this season. Chapin with the jump serve, and it catches the back line. St. Pat's chose to back away from it. Thought it might go long. It did not, and Broken Bow leads by one again. Broken Bow 18, St. Pat's 17. Opening set as Chapin gets ready to serve it again. Gives it a spin and sends it across. Chasing after it, Kimberly, and St. Pat's just does get it over on the third. Free ball for Bow. Chapin jump set for Barker in the middle. Look out. Hannah Barker with the swing and the kill. and Bow leads by 2. Beautiful set, by the way, from Chapin. Right on target. Chapin with the serve. Another good one. St. Pat's has to scramble. They will not return. And the momentum has completely shifted. St. Pat's led really the majority of the set, but Broken Bow has found the momentum, and now Bow has their largest lead at 20-17. Chapin serves it again. Pass to Scholes, who sets middle. Hyrigs has it, blocked back. Barker and McCaslin were both there. And a timeout, St. Pat's. Broken Bow fighting back, and they have the momentum. Broken Bow leads in the first, 21-17.
Queen and Broken Bow are looking for new members for their awesome team, both part-time and full-time for all shifts. This includes managers as well as grill, chill, and service positions. Pay available ranges between $10 to $19 an hour based on experience and availability. Plus, they are offering hiring bonuses on top of your pay. Full-time employees can earn paid time off from work, and students get free lunches when school is in session. Apply at the store or online at snagajob.com today, and you're on your way to having a blast at work.
And we welcome you back to the McDade Activities Building, home of the North Platte St. Pat's Irish. Broken Bow on a big run. They have taken the lead, now lead by 4, 21-17. Chapin serving out of the timeout. Scholes has to chase after it. St. Pat's will not get it across. The return goes into the net. And now Bow is 3 away from taking a 1-0 lead. Chapin gives the ball a spin, tosses it in the air, another good serve. Overpass, no, it goes into the net. Looked like it was going to be an overpass. McCaslin was there at the net for the rejection, but the pass actually goes into the net, does not get over, and Broken Bow now 2 away from taking set number 1. Serve from Chapin. They'll pass it up towards Swift, who gets a swing but sends it into the net. And now it is set point Broken Bow. Well, St. Pat's kind of controlled the start of this set until we got to about 15. And from that point on, it's been all Bow. And now Chapin trying to close out the set. Serve is on its way. Another good one. Pass up in toward the net. Kept alive by Scholes. Returned by Hyrigs. They'll set the outside for McCaslin through the block. Down and good. And set number 1 goes to Bow. Your score in the first, Broken Bow 25, St. Pat's 17. Set number 2 coming up next.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, Ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you. It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
The Grocery Cart Rewards Program is a great way for you to save on items in the aisles and on gas for your car. Every month we feature new products you can purchase with points you earn from shopping at the Grocery Cart, or use your points at Casey's and Broken Bow to fill up with a discount. Signing up is easy, just ask them at the Grocery Cart. Scan your card and earn those free groceries. It's easy as that at Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Well, neither team taking a lot of time in the huddle before we start set number 2. They're both back out on the court, and as we move into the second set, want to say thanks to Scott Harvey, your local Thrivent financial representative, named one of the world's most ethical companies for the 10th year in a row. They believe in serving their clients with excellence and integrity. Thrivent helps clients achieve financial clarity so they can live lives with meaning and gratitude. To learn how Scott can help you reach your goals, call 872-2511. So Broken Bow comes back and wins set number 1, 25-17. We move into the second set. Jensen Becker at the service line for St. Pat's. Jonas will bump it up in the air. Getting a swing on it is Chapin. St. Pat's with it on their side. The attack from Siegel off the block and good. May Siegel with another kill. And the first point of set 2 goes to St. Pat's. Broken Bow 2-4 on the season coming in. St. Pat's 4-5. Here's the serve. Handled by Lowe, and then Broken Bow just kind of, falls asleep a little bit as the ball falls in between about 3 players. Little miscommunication, and the second point of set 2 goes to St. Pat's. Becker gives it a spin, sends it across. Pass to Jonas, who bumps it up in the air for Chapin, who has to set it across. Scholes there to cover. Now they set up Siegel on the near side. Dig made by Lowe as Bowe keeps it alive and returns it on the third. Scholes will set it middle this time for Heirig, sends it over the block, but covered by the libero Taylor. Now McCaslin tips it over the block. There to cover for St. Pat's is Phillips. Now Siegel with a tip, punched up in the air by McCaslin. Back set for Ellis, down and good. Addie Ellis, the sophomore, able to collect the kill. And Broken Bow's got their first point of the set. Marin Chapin will go to the service line. Just underway, set 2. St. Pat's 2, Broken Bow 1, but Broken Bow leading 1-0. Pass to Scholes, able to tip it over. Broken Bow has it. Here's Barker in the middle, off the block, but kept alive in the back row. Scholes will send it over on the second. Now Chapin will set it outside for McCaslin. Kept alive at the net, chasing after it low, and Broken Bow will send it back after the block of St. Pat's. Scholes sets it near side for Siegel, and this time there will not be a block as Siegel able to send it to the back line, and St. Pat's leads 3-1. At the service line now, Tanya Heirigs. Heirigs sends it to the libero Taylor. Now Barker with a swing off the block, kept alive by Siegel, but up in toward the net, and St. Pat's will not be able to return. Now Hallie McCaslin going back to the service line. Lowe will come out of the match. Gabby Staples comes in to play the front row as McCaslin serves. Sends it to the back row. St. Pat's has to scramble, and they will send it over on the third. Chapin will set it behind her for Ellis, and the swing goes into the net. Point Irish. 4-2, St. Pat's leading in the second set, but again, Broken Bow won the opening set. Score went 25-17 in favor of the Indians. Izzy Scholes to serve. Taylor on the receive. Good pass to Chapin, who sets it outside for Staples, trying to go cross court, but hits it wide and out. And now St. Pat's has a 3-point advantage. Set number 2 kind of starting the way set number 1 did, where St. Pat's starts off strong, but back in set 1, it was Broken Bow that finished strong. We'll see how this one plays out. Ellis with a swing, off the block and good. Addison Ellis with the kill. Now Addie will come out, and we'll see Macy Haynes come in and go to the service line. Haynes, good server. Ready to send it across. Good pass to Scholes, who sets it outside for Siegel. Blocked back, kept alive at the net. Joust coming, sent over to Bow's side. Chapin will back set it for Martin now, trying to take it cross court, and it's good. Martin able to go cross court with it, and Bow is to within 1. Haynes continues at the service line for the Lady Indians. Gives it a spin and now sends it across. Scholes will set it outside for Siegel, but a double contact is called. Scholes on the set, whistled for the double hit, and now we're tied at 5-all in set 2. Haynes serving from the middle of the line. They serve it over to Neeson, bumped up in the air by Scholes, and North Platte St. Pat's not able to return. Another good serve from Haynes got St. Pat's out of system, and the Irish weren't able to return as Broken Bow takes the lead now, 6-5 in set 2. Served by Haynes. Pass to Scholes, who will set it outside for Neeson. Sends it across. Now the middle attack from Barker. Tips it over the block and finds the floor. Broken Bow 7, St. Pat's 5. We play in set 2. Again, Broken Bow won the opening set 25-17. Haynes serving again. Pass to Scholes, who will set it for Neeson. Over the block, but covered by Chapin. Pass over toward Staples, who gets a swing, kept alive at the net. And St. Pat's has to scramble to get it back on 3. Chapin will back set it for Martin. The swing dug out, kept alive on a beautiful play by Heirigs. St. Pat's not able to get it returned in play, though. Boy, big swing from Martin. Great dig in the back row by Heirigs, but St. Pat's not able to return. And now Bow leads by 3. Haynes from the middle of the line. Played on the far sideline by Heirigs. The attack out of the back row sent back by Barker. St. Pat's with it. Siegel gets a swing over the block, but covered by Chapin. Keeping it alive, Haynes getting a swing is Staples. There to cover is Heirigs in the back row for St. Pat's. Now Siegel, the swing and the kill. May Siegel able to put it to the floor. That brings the Irish to within 2, and it sends Siegel to the service line. Siegel puts it in play. Staples on the receive. They'll set it up for Barker. Barker able to put it down for the kill. Now Hannah will come out, and Jonas will check back in. Jonas will go to the service line. 9-6, Broken Bow leading by a set and leading by 3 here in the second. Pass up in toward the net, kept alive by Scholes. Getting a swing is Neeson. McCaslin reaches out, keeps it alive. Now Staples tips it over the block, kept alive at the moment, but now it finds the floor. Boy, tremendous defense by Hallie McCaslin to keep that point alive, and Broken Bow ends up winning it as they go up by 4. Jonas the serve. Pass into the net, overpass, and we've got St. Pat's whistled for a violation. I think Coach Krebs questioning that call by the official, but the point goes Bow's way, and they lead by 5. Scholes will back set it for the attack, kept alive by Martin. Now Jonas will set it far side for Staples. The swing, kept alive by Siegel in the back row. St. Pat's will scramble and return it on the 3rd. Free ball for Bow as Jonas will set it for McCaslin out of the back row, and this time it goes into the net. Back into the lineup for St. Pat's, Kinsey Kimberling, 5'4" sophomore. And Kimberling goes to the service line with her team down a set and trailing by 4 in the second. Haynes on the receive. Jonas will set it far side for Chapin. The swing punched up in the air by Siegel. St. Pat's will scramble, and they'll get it back on the 3rd. Jonas will set it backside now for Martin. Big swing, but it goes out. No touch called. And the point goes to the Irish. Kinsey Kimberling continuing at the service line. They serve Haynes again. Good pass to Jonas, who sets Martin in the middle. Tips it over the block, and it finds the floor. 12-8, Bow leading in the second. In the rotation, Staples will come out. Jesse Lowe will return and go to the service line. Lowe sending it across from the middle of the service line. Scholes will set it up middle for Heinrichs, one of her best swings of the night, but it's handled by Haynes. Broken Bow will scramble and get it sent back on the third. Scholes will set it outside this time for Neeson, who gets a big swing and collects the kill. Elena Neeson with the kill brings St. Pat's to within 3. And now she'll come out as Olivia Phillips comes back in and goes to the service line. Broken Bow 12, St. Pat's 9, second set. Served by Phillips as Jonas will set it outside for McCaslin. Goes cross court and finds the floor as McCaslin collects another kill. Substitutions for Bow. Martin comes out. Diedrichs replaces her in the back row as she goes to serve. And now Addison Ellis will come in to replace Haynes as Addie will play in the front. Served by Diedrichs. Pass to Scholes, who sets middle for Heinrichs, tips it into the net. And the point goes to Bow. So Broken Bow starting to take control maybe of this second set. They lead 14-9. Serve from Diedrichs. Played by Kimberling. Pass to Scholes. Hitting out of the back row is Phillips. Played by Bow. Here's the outside attack from McCaslin. Another big-time swing. McCaslin puts it on the back line. And now Bow leads 15-9 here in the second. Well, it took Broken Bow a little while to get into their rhythm. But boy, from about 15 all in the first set, it's really been all Broken Bow. Here's Swift with a swing, but it's going to sail long and out. Another point for Bow and a timeout coming for St. Pat's. We are in set number 2. Broken Bow leading it, and they also lead by a set. Back with more volleyball after this.
I'm Ellie, and I bank with Custer Federal State Bank. In the mad dash of technology these days, I love that Custer Federal works hard to offer customers like me the latest and greatest products. You can't beat the convenience of online banking or the mobile app. I love being able to take a picture of my check with my phone to deposit it conveniently. When I need to stop into the bank, their friendly staff in Broken Bow and Kearney are ready to help. I encourage you to talk to them soon at Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
And we come back to North Platte, home of the St. Pat's Irish, as Broken Bow leads 1-0. They lead in the second set 16-9. Boy, Maddie Diedrichs has done a great job tonight serving the volleyball. They've run off a lot of points behind her service game. It was really her serve that got things turned around in the first set, and now her serve is lengthening things out for Broken Bow in set 2. Jonas will set it outside for McCaslin, punches it over the block, covered by Swift. Quick set over by Scholes, but covered by Lowe. Back set for Ellis, the swing through the block and good. Well, it's really fun to watch this young Broken Bow volleyball team. You just see them getting better with each match, but even with just every point, you just see them growing up in front of our eyes. There's a good attack from Gabby Swift. Swift able to take it down the line. And the score now, Broken Bow 17, St. Pat's 10 here in set number 2. Jensen Becker, 5'11 junior, into the match, and she will go to the service line for the Irish. As St. Pat's tries to fight back here in this second set, Jonas keeps it alive at the net, tipped over by Ellis. Now a joust, put over to Bow's side. McCaslin sends it back. St. Pat's with a chance. They'll set it for Siegel, the big swing and the hammer. And May Siegel with another kill. Siegel, the 5'9 senior, top attacker for the Irish coming into this match, and you can see why with some of the swings she's had tonight. Serve from Becker, McCaslin on the receive. Chapin punches it over the net. St. Pat scrambling, pass into the net, over the net, and it's going to fall on Broken Bow's side. Well, sometimes it's good to be lucky. And now St. Pat's is to within 5. Serve on its way. Jonas will send it outside for McCaslin. Big swing and another kill for Hallie McCaslin. Hannah Barker coming back in. She'll play the front. Lily Jonas will come out. And Marin Chapin will go back to the service line for Broken Bow. Chapin serves it into the net. So on the service error, St. Pat's able to come back to within 5. Tanya Heirigs now at the service line. The senior will float one across. Taylor on the receive. Pass to Chapin, who sets up Barker on the outside. Big time swing from Hannah Barker. Barker puts it to the floor with authority. And now Bow leads by 6 again. McCaslin to the service line. Hallie will put it in play, and that's going to be an ace. And now Broken Bow 5 points away from going up 2-0. But first, a timeout by St. Pat's. Broken Bow leads 1-0, and they lead in the second, 20-13.
Seed. AeroSeed is big on performance and believe that clean, quality seed simply performs better. Soil Builder cover crop mixes from AeroSeed were developed to improve soil health and provide maximum benefits to the next planted crop. Cover crops planted after wheat, corn, or soybean harvest not only increase nitrogen supplies in your soil, but also reduce erosion, conserve soil moisture, reduce compaction, and suppress weeds. These benefits to your soil also benefit your bottom line. Learn more about Soil Builder cover crop mixes and how they can work for you by visiting aeroseed.com or your local AeroSeed dealer.
And we come back to North Platte St. Pat's. Irish trailing Broken Bow in the second set, 20-13. Broken Bow also leads by a set. They won the first, 25-17. Out of the timeout, Hallie McCaslin back at the service line. Another good serve. Good pass this time, though, for St. Pat's. Here's the attack on the outside, handled by McCaslin in the back row. They bump it over to Staples, and she'll be whistled for the lift. Gabby trying to place that one down the line. Palmed it a little bit. Got whistled for the violation. And now St. Pat's will serve down by 6 here in set 2. Scholes sends one across, kept alive at the net by Chapin, returned by Barker. St. Pat's will scramble. Heirigs takes a swing out of the back row. Chapin will set it behind her for Ellis. The attack handled by Scholes. Sent back by Heirigs, covered on the back line by McCaslin. Now Barker in the middle, and that's punched up by Heirigs. Siegel, quick set over, covered nicely by Staples. Now Ellis a swing, played in the back row by Heirigs. Siegel coming back the other way, off the block, kept alive by McCaslin. Staples on the outside, over the block and dug out by Siegel. Heirigs will send it over, and that will find the floor. Well, maybe the best rally between the two teams tonight. St. Pat's ends up winning the point, and the Irish trying to hang in there, down by 5 now in set number 2. Chapin will set it up for Ellis. Big swing, and the sophomore collects the kill. Back into the lineup for Bow is Macy Haynes. Haynes will come in. Ellis comes out. Haynes ready to serve. Broken Bow 4 points away from going up 2-0. Scholes will bump it up in the air, and it is returned on the third by St. Pat's. Chapin will set it behind her for Martin. Tips it over the block, and that'll get to the floor. Broken Bow 22, St. Pat's 15 here in set 2. Haynes serving from the middle of the line. Pass to the front as Scholes will set it behind her for Siegel. Tips it over the block, but covered by Chapin. Now it's Chapin swinging from the back row, but hits it into the net. Point and serve to St. Pat's. Back to the service line, May Siegel, the 5'9" senior. Siegel puts it in play. Chapin will set it behind her for Barker, over the block and good. Barker just kind of rolled it over the block attempt of St. Pat's at the net. And now Broken Bow 2 away from going up 2-0. Lily Jonas back into the lineup. Lily will serve it. Shank pass kept alive by St. Pat's and returned on the third. Jonas moves to the setter spot, sets up Martin going cross court, punched up in the air by Scholes. Pass to the front, but into the net. St. Pat's not able to return, and now it is set point. Broken Bow. Broken Bow fans starting to clap their hands as Broken Bow serves for the second set. Punched up in the air by Scholes, returned by Hyrigs on the third. Free ball for Bow. Can they use it? Set up for Staples outside. Handled nicely in the back row by Siegel. Now the attack from Neeson through the block, but covered by Jonas. Staples going to tip it over the block this time and find the floor. And Broken Bow takes set number 2, 25-16. Broken Bow leads 2-0. The third set coming up after this.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Team Physical Therapy is happy to help bring you this broadcast. Did you know that we can treat you right in your home if you are not able to come into our clinic? We provide balance assessments and treatments, education on improving home safety, caregiver education, and evidence-based one-on-one care. These services are available out of all 5 of our locations in Broken Bow, Callaway, Kearney, Burwell, and Gothenburg. Call us to learn more at 872-5111 for Team Physical Therapy. That's 872-5111.
When you want the very best, go see Trotter, where you'll always get more for your dollar. We're your little friendly store, and we're right next door. That's what we're here for. Go see Trotter.
Trotter Service is your #1 partner in keeping your operation running smoothly. Whether you need a new battery, brakes, an alignment, or any other repair, they have a specialist that'll get it done right. Can't get away from the farm or ranch? They offer bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to work with the farmers and ranchers of the area. Trotter's Tire Pros. West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
It's hard to imagine anyone with more siding selections than Mead Love Broken Bow. They're proud to offer Diamond Coat, a specialized pre-finish built onto tough LP Smart Side. Here's the awesome part. It's so tough, it's backed by a 30-year, no-fade warranty. Choose from 30 colors or create a custom color. The possibilities are endless. Diamond Coat. When you need siding, ask for it by name at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
For a free insurance protection review, contact Shelter Insurance Agent Brent Custer at 872-5105.
Back to St. Pat's as we get ready to move into set number 3. Broken Bow leading 2-0. Want to say thanks to all of the sponsors bringing you our live video stream of tonight's match. They include Palmer Monument, Lions Appliance, Agribest Feeds, Insurance of the Heartland, Grocery Cart, Power Solutions, Agland ATV, BD, Colligan, Del Moniger, and Tim Wright in Broken Bow, Mead Lumber, Nebraska State Bank, Christian Electric, and Callaway District Hospital with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics. So we're just about ready to go here in set number 3. I think the high today in spots got near triple digits. It might be near triple digits in the gym right now. Oh my goodness, it is hot in here. Whew. All right, Marin Chapin will serve it for Bow. Gives it a spin, and this one goes into the net. So service error to get us started here in set number 3. And St. Pat's takes the opening point of set 3. St. Pat's has jumped out early in each of the 2 previous sets, but Broken Bow able to come back and win the opening 2 sets. Here's a serve from Kimberling. Chapin will set up middle for Ellis. Through the block, kept alive by Siegel on a diving attempt. Now Siegel gets back up, takes a swing, played by McCaslin. Back set for Ellis going cross court, and she finds the back line. McCaslin back to the service line. Scoreboard has it 2-0, but it should be 1-1 because Broken Bow started the set with a service error. Here's a serve by McCaslin. Pass to the front. Scholes will set it up for Siegel, who rolls it across. Played nicely by McCaslin. Now Barker in the middle, lobs it over the block, but covering is Phillips. The swing now from Siegel. Played in the back row by McCaslin. Far side attack from Staples. Pass up into the net, pinched at the net, and it's going to fall on Broken Bow's side. St. Pat's will win the point, and they'll go up 2-1 here in the third. Tanya Heirigs, senior, at the service line for the Irish. Heirig sends it across. Good serve, handled by Taylor the libero. They bump it up towards Staples, who gets a swing, but it's covered by Phillips. Now Siegel back the other way, and that's a kill. Boy, Siegel has had some really good swings tonight for the Irish. Very talented hitter is Siegel, the 5'9 senior. Now Heirig serving again. Good pass this time. Chapin will set it behind her for Ellis, who takes it through the block and to the floor. Addy will come out. Macy will come in. Macy Haynes at the service line as Broken Bow tries to tie it up early here in the third. Haynes floats one into the net. So a couple of service errors early in this set for Broken Bow. Gabby Swift coming back into the match for the Irish as Izzy Scholes will be at the service line for St. Pat's. Scholes floats one over, handled by McCaslin. Chapin sets it behind her for Barker, and Barker's into the net. Well, the set was right up in toward the net. Hannah, with a lot of momentum coming up toward the net, just couldn't get herself stopped in time, went into the net, and St. Pat's leads by 3. Chapin will set it for Martin this time. Blocked back, kept alive by Barker, returned by McCaslin. Great play by Hannah. Now Siegel off the block, punched up in the air by McCaslin. Staples on the outside, tips it over the block, covered nicely by Scholes. Sent back by Heirigs, diving out to play it is McCaslin. Martin sends it back on the third. St. Pat's with it on their side. Siegel with the tip and the kill. Well, as we've seen in the two previous sets, it's St. Pat's who jumps out early. They lead 6-2. As Scholes serves it, kept alive by Chapin, sent over by Barker, and it finds the floor. So Broken Bow, good hustle to get it over the net and collect the point. Now Barker out, Jonas in, and Lily Jonas will be at the service line. Pass to the front, kept alive by Scholes, returned on the third. Bow with it on their side. Jonas will set Chapin in the middle. Big swing, but punched up in the air by Heirigs. Now Siegel coming back the other way. There to cover is Jonas. McCaslin will bump it up in the air. Haynes will send it over on the third. Free ball for St. Pat's. They'll set it for Siegel. The swing, and it goes long and out. St. Pat's 6, Broken Bow 4. As we play in set number 3, Broken Bow leading 2-0. Served by Jonas. Good serve. Scholes keeps it alive at the net. Returned by Swift on the third. Jonas will set it outside for Staples. The swing, and it sails long and out. And the lead is back up to 3 for St. Pat's here in the third set. May Siegel, 5'9 senior, back at the service line. Siegel puts one in play. Haynes on the receive. Pass to Jonas, who sets up Chapin on the outside. And Marin hits it into the net. So St. Pat's leading now in the third, 8-4. Siegel ready to serve again. sends it across. Haynes on the receive. Jonas will set it up for Staples, who sends it over the block, but covered by Hyrigs. Now it's Neeson with a swing. That is dug out by Haynes. At the net, Joust coming, kept alive by Martin. McCassin will pass it to the front and then sent across by Jonas. The set for Swift, who's able to put it down. And St. Pat's leads 9-4 in the third, and that forces Broken Bow to take a timeout. You're listening to live coverage of high school volleyball on KBBN Radio.
We strive to have it be beautiful, lush, and green. When it's not, it can really bring down the look of our space. A to Z Lawn Pro has a great 5-step fertilizer program, and any time is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with strategically scheduled steps. Ask A to Z Lawn Pro about just how easy the program is today. Proud to bring you this sports broadcast, A to Z Lawn Pro.
And we welcome you back to St. Pat's as we wait for the two teams to get back out on the court. Quick shout out to the Broken Bow girls golf team. What another amazing day. They won the team title at the Awori Challenge at Awori Dunes Golf Course today. 325 was their team score. Record-breaking day for Cameron Johnson. Broke the 9-hole score record with a 34 on the front, shot 35 on the back for a 69, which won the tournament and set a new 18-hole score record for Broken Bow. You can see the full story posted on sandhillsexpress.com. Well, St. Pat's comes out of the timeout and serves an ace. Broken Bow not able to return, and right now it's all Irish in set number 3. Siegel puts it in play as Jonas quick set over, but there to cover is Scholes. Swift gets a swing from the outside, and that will find the floor. So Broken Bow, who from about the 15-point mark in the first set through the second set was just real sharp with their communication and passing, not so much here in the third. Jonas quick set over, and that'll find the floor. Good read at the net by Lilly. Point Broken Bow. Staples will come out. Jesse Lowe will come in to go to the service line. Jesse puts it in play. Pass to Scholes, who sets behind her for the attack. Through the block, but kept alive by Haynes. Jonas will set it up. Getting a swing is Martin, trying to take it down the line, but there to dig is Siegel. Back the other way, Neeson, and that's going to go long and out. St. Pat's 11, Broken Bow 6 as we play in set number 3. Serve from Lowe as Scholes will set it middle for Swift. Punched up in the air by Haynes, chasing after it Jonas. Returning it Chapin on the third. Scholes will set it outside. No, pass up into the net. Sent over by Martin, returned right back by St. Pat's. Jonas will set it outside for McCaslin over the block, but there to cover is Neeson. Now Siegel, roll shot from the back row, played by Haynes. Pass to Jonas, who sets up McCaslin again, and she's able to take it through the block to the floor. St. Pat's 11, Broken Bow 7. But Broken Bow leading 2-0. Serve by Lowe. As Scholes will set it middle for Swift. Got on top of it and took it straight down to the floor. St. Pat's 12, Broken Bow 7 in the third. Jensen Becker, 5'11" junior, back to the service line. Serve on the way, Low on the receive. Jonas will set it middle this time for Chapin. Tips it over the block, but covering is Scholes. Hyrigs bunts it up toward the net. Neeson takes a swing, and 4 hits will be the call. Neeson's attack goes into the net. Point Broken Bow. Now on the rotation, Diedrichs will come in to serve, and Addison Ellis is back in to play the front line. Diedrichs with the serve. As they'll set middle for Hyrigs, kept alive though by Lowe. Lowe then slaps it across. St. Pat's with it on their side. Back set for Swift, going cross court. Played by Ellis, kept alive with the net by Jonas, and she got it across. What a great play by Jonas. Now Siegel returning for North Platte. Bow with a chance here. Ellis a swing, but it's going to sail long and out. And the point goes to the Irish. We'll see the libero, Emma Taylor, come back in for Bow. She'll go in to play the back row. As to the service line, Olivia Phillips for St. Pat's. Phillips sends one across. Immediately they serve Taylor. Emma handles it. Chapin sends it over the block, but covered by Scholes. They bump it up for Neeson, who gets a swing. Taylor on the receive. Far side attack from McCaslin. Blocked back by Heirigs and Scholes. St. Pat's trying to lengthen this match. They're down 2-0, but they lead in the third, 14-8. Serve on the way from Phillips, but that's going to go long and out. So Broken Bow gets a break on the service error. Now Hannah Barker back into the match. Barker plays up front with McCaslin and Ellis. Chapin at the service line. Marin puts it in play as Scholes will set middle for Heirigs. Punched up in the air by Chapin. Lowe will bump it up for McCaslin, who has to just send it over on the third. Chance now for St. Pat's. Neeson a swing, but it goes into the net. Point Bow, and the Lady Indians are to within 4. Chapin trying to keep this service run going. Marin will toss it in the air and put it in play. Heirigs will set it up for Neeson. Big swing, kept alive at the net by Ellis, and Broken Bow will get it sent back on the third. Scholes sets it for Heirigs on the slide. Digging is Chapin, but nobody able to get to it after that. Well, again, we've seen St. Pat's get out early in each of the 2 previous sets, but Broken Bow was able to come back. Broken Bow trying to just kind of hang around in this third set, but St. Pat's not letting Broken Bow really make a run yet in this set as St. Pat's collects an ace. Kinsey Kimberling serving it, now serving up by 6 are the Irish. Set for Barker, big swing, blocked back. Ace block by Izzy Scholes. And a timeout, Broken Bow. St. Pat's trying to make sure Broken Bow doesn't come back in this set. They lead 17-10.
You're right up there on the list of worst emergencies to have.
Absolutely.
The next time you're facing one, give Squires Septic Service a call. 870-0717. He's ready to take your call 24 hours a day.
Absolutely.
His sewer camera can find problems fast to save you money. Plus, he can clear drains with Roto-Rooter or Jetter. Oh, and Gary has Porta units, too. Squires Septic Service of Myrna. 870-0717. Don't wait to call until it's too late.
Absolutely not.
We come back as North Platte St. Pat's leads Broken Bow here in the third set, 17-10. But Broken Bow leads 2-0. Well, listen, with a young volleyball team, and that's what Broken Bow is, you're going to have moments like this. You know, moments where you're sharp, and then moments when maybe you're not. Little inconsistency. You expect that from a young team. And Broken Bow kind of showing that. They were really sharp from about the 15-point mark of the first set on through the second. But here in the third, it's been all St. Pat's. There's an ace for the Irish coming out of the timeout. And St. Pat's leads 18-10 here in the third. Kimberling floats one across. They'll set it up for McCaslin. Sent right back. Kept alive, though, by Lowe, and returned by Chapin on the third. The setup for Heirigs. Rolls it over the block and finds the floor. 19-10, Irish. Kinsey Kimberling floats one to the back row. Taylor backs up to handle it. They'll send it on the outside to Barker. Handled in the back row by Kimberling. Now it's Siegel. Sends it over the block, but covered by Chapin. They'll bump it in the air for McCaslin, who gets a swing, and finally Halley able to deliver. as she takes it off the block and good. Jessie Lowe will come out. Gabby Staples back in to play the front, as Hallie McCaslin will be at the service line for Broken Bow. McCaslin puts the serve in play. Chasing after it is St. Pat's, and they will send it back on the third. Chapin, quick set middle for Barker. Tips it over the block. A diving save by Siegel, returned by Kimberling. Chapin will set it outside now for Staples, trying to take it down the line, and there to cover is Becker. Now the attack from Siegel, blocked back. Keeping it alive at the net, though, was Scholes, and it's returned by St. Pat's on the third. McCaslin sets it front to Chapin, tipped over by Ellis, but there to cover again is Scholes. Siegel going to get a swing, and she takes it down the line for the kill. Oh, the sport of volleyball. You just never know when momentum is going to shift. And it has shifted in favor of St. Pat's now. They lead 20-11, but now 20-12 as Heirigs puts the serve into the net. Macy Haynes back into the lineup to serve for Bow. Haynes sends it across. Scholes back sets it for Siegel, but couldn't get a swing on it. Now it's Martin coming back the other way, and that's going to be long and out. Broken Bow wanting a touch, but I don't think we're going to get one called. Broken Bow thought it was touched at the net. No call, though. Point goes to the Irish, and they are 4 away from forcing a fourth set. Scholes floats one to the back row where it's played by Haynes. Here's the back set for Barker, and is it blocked back? I thought that was going to be 4 hits, and they are going to call it 4. They're going to say the attack from Barker went into the net. Or no. Well, I was kind of blocked out from where I'm sitting. I think they actually called that a block that then hit the line. Either way you look at it, St. Pat's has the point. Irish on the return, sending it over, and then right back on one hit, Macy Haynes. Man, what a play by Macy. Haynes just reached out, made contact, able to send it over the net on a line, and ends up getting the point for Bow. Now Lily Jonas into the match as she serves. Pass to Scholes, who will set it up for Swift, and that'll find the floor. 23-13 Irish in the third. But remember, Broken Bow does lead 2-0. Siegel serving. Haynes on the receive. Jonas will set it to the outside for Chapin. Big swing. One of the best swings of the night from Marin. But still, Broken Bow with a major hill to climb in this third set. Jessie Lowe into the match. She goes to the service line. Serve across, pass to Scholes, who sets up the attack on the outside, but it sails long and out. Point Broken Bow. St. Pat's 23, Broken Bow 15 in the third. Jessie Lowe to serve from the middle of the line, and that's an ace. Broken Bow trying to fight back. Well, if nothing else, Broken Bow would like to make some positive things happen to carry that into the fourth set if we go there. Here's the setup for Neeson, kept alive at the net and returned by St. Pat's off the Broken Bow block. Now the quick set over by Jonas, covered nicely by Neeson. Now the middle attack coming, dug out of the back row by Lowe. Attack from McCaslin off the block, and it goes over to Bow's side. Jonas sets it up toward Martin, tips it away from the block, but covered by Swift. Now Swift will set it over. Free ball for Bow. Lowe will bump it up for Martin, who gets a swing and finds the floor. And now St. Pat's is going to call timeout. So Broken Bow trying to fight back in the third. Broken Bow leads 2-0, but they trail in the third, 23-17.
There are fewer words bird sweeter in the state of Nebraska? Then go Big Red. And Geared for Sports in Broken Bow is ready to help you cheer for the Huskers. New Husker gear arrivals are hitting their racks in men's and women's sizes. Perfect for showing your team spirit. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
And we return to North Platte St. Pat's, where the Lady Irish are trying to stay alive in this match. Broken Bow leads 2-0, but the Irish have controlled the third set. They currently lead 23-17, as Broken Bow is trying to fight their way back into this set. We'll see what happens coming out of the timeout. Served by Jessie Lowe, in play. Shank pass, and St. Pat's will not be able to return. Well, if Broken Bow can run off about 3 more in a row, this will start to get really interesting. Here's a serve by Lowe, in play. Pass to Scholes, who sets it middle for Swift. Great dig by Lowe in the back row. Now McCaslin coming back the other way. Off the block and good. Another point for Bow. So Broken Bow trying to make this third set interesting. They are to within 4. Served by Lowe, just over the net. Dug out by Neeson. Now Neeson going to get a swing. Played by McCaslin. Jonas will set Hallie on the outside. Rolls it over the block, but covered by Scholl. Return by Siegel. Chance again for Bow. Jonas will set it behind her for Martin. The swing. Punched up in the air by Swift. Bumped up by Scholes to Neeson, who gets a swing but puts it into the net. And another timeout, St. Pat's. Here comes Bow. We are in the third. St. Pat's 23, Broken Bow 20.
Hometown pride, wearing your school's colors. Small towns are brought together cheering on their favorite teams. Agland ATV knows how hard the athletes and coaches work year-round and are proud to help sponsor the games of our customers and their kids and grandkids. We have built relationships with many of these families through the years and are proud of their success. Best of luck to all the local athletes from Agland ATV in Broken Bow.
872-3424.
Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. 872-3424.
Back to action out of the timeout. Jessie Lowe trying to keep this run going for Broken Bow. Jessie will put it in play. They'll set it up toward the net, but first a whistle. Double contact. And now Bow is within 2 of St. Pat's. St. Pat's has been stuck on 23. Here's a serve by Lowe. In play again. Scholes will back set it for the attack. Block back. Returned right back by St. Pat's. Bow with it on their side. Jonas will set up Martin, trying to take it down the line. Able to dig it out is Siegel. Siegel then gets to her feet and sends it over on the third. Jonas will set it outside for McCaslin. The swing off the block and good. And now Bow has a chance to tie. Oh, man. What a comeback this has been. Can they tie it up? Jessie Lowe with the serve. Heirig's on the receive. Neeson will bump it up, and it's going to be sent over by Siegel on the third. Chance for Bow here. Good pass. Jonas will set outside for McCaslin into the net. Hallie had a good swing, but it goes into the net, and now it is set point, North Platte St. Pat's. Back to serve is Jensen Becker, the 5'11 junior. St. Pat's trying to win the third set. Serve is on its way, and that is punched up in the air by Jonas. McCaslin rolls it over the block and finds the floor. We play on. Oh, what a big point now. St. Pat's will have one more chance to close out the set. Broken Bow, meanwhile, trying to tie it up at 24. Maddie Diedrichs is into the match to serve. Puts it in play. Scholes will set it for Neeson. Hits it long and out, and we're tied at 24. Wow. This young Broken Bow volleyball team putting it together now. Here's a serve by Diedrichs. Dug out by Swift. The return coming. Punched up in the air by McCaslin. They'll set it up for Addison Ellis, and that is long and out. So St. Pat's goes up 25-24, and it will be their third chance to close out the set. Olivia Phillips into the match to serve. Phillips will put it in play. Jonas will set it outside for McCaslin. Big swing, but it's handled in the back row by Siegel. Now Neeson back the other way, off the block, but covered by Jonas. Lowe will bump it up over toward McCaslin, who gets a swing. Chasing is Siegel, trying to keep it alive as St. Pat's, and they do get it sent back on the third. Jonas, quick set over, kept alive by Heinrichs at the net. The return would have been long, I think, but Jessie Lowe wasn't sure, so she decided to play it. And St. Pat's is going to get the point and win the set. But still a fabulous comeback in the set by Broken Bow. Looked like St. Pat's was going to run away with it, but Broken Bow fought back and made it really interesting. St. Pat's hangs on, though, wins the third, 26-24. We'll go to the fourth after this.
Let the games begin. Burning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the bleachers, sidelines, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, reimburse friends and family for concession stand goods with Zelle, and even set up automatic payments or reminders to never miss a payment again with Bill Pay. The ball is in your court. Burning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all student athletes a safe and successful season. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Kick off the fall season by visiting your friends at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Time to get those beautiful moms out, whether in the ground or in that other favorite spot you have in mind. More fall plants are going to be arriving soon, perfect for filling those fall planters. New trees have made their way in stock, including fruit trees. This fall, visit the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Open Monday 10 to 4, Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5:30, and Saturday 10 until 2.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
When you need a one-stop shop for everything plumbing, look to Duda Plumbing. Your property, whether new, commercial, or remodeled, can be helped by calling Scott at 872-3402. Ask him about getting on the septic pumping schedule for every 2 years, and forget about needing to remember. He can do sewer camera inspections, too. For over 20 years, proud to support the area student athletes, Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Dr. Sanger and Dr. Jinsey Ross, along with the staff at Prairie Eye Care, hope you're enjoying this radio broadcast. Not only do our area student athletes work hard in the classroom, they also dedicate lots of time to the sports they love. Central Nebraska couldn't be more proud of the athletes you're hearing compete on your radio right now. Good luck from Dr. Sanger and Ross and the staff at Prairie Eye Care in Broken Bow, proud sponsors of this broadcast.
Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow are your fertilizer experts in central Nebraska. Your field should get stronger and more consistent every year, and Trotter Fertilizer is dedicated to the research and technology needed to ensure that. They run plenty of test plots in the area, so you get advice and expertise based off results found right in central Nebraska. Call Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow and talk to them about ensuring the success of your fields.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Now we come back to North Platte St. Pat's, where the Lady Irish have extended the match, able to hang on in the third, 26-24. St. Pat's led, I think, the entire way in the third. Broken Bow able to fight back, though, and get it tied at 24 all. But then St. Pat's would score the final 2 points and win at 26-24. So we'll see what happens here in the fourth. Broken Bow won the opening set 25-17, won the second 25-16, and then again St. Pat's winning in the third. By the way, a little bit of a change for Broken Bow. We'll tell you about it here in a second as McCaslin gets a swing, handled by St. Pat's, returned by Siegel. Now Jonas will set McCaslin on the outside again. And, oh, man, I don't know. That looked close. They called it out. Oh, we got a touch. Okay. Line judge had it out. Looked really close to hitting the back line, but we did have a touch at the net. So the point goes to Bow. The change for Broken Bow, Jesse Lowe now is the libero, as Marin Chapin will serve it for Bow, and that goes into the net. Service error for Bow, and now we're tied at 1-1. At the service line, Tanya Heirigs for the Irish. Sends it deep, punched up in the air for McCaslin, who tries to go cross court, and it's good. McCaslin able to find the line. McCaslin now at the service line. Halley ready to serve with Broken Bow up 2-1 here in the fourth. Scholes will set it for Siegel and has it sent right back by Barker, kept alive by Heirigs, and returned by Scholes on the third. Chapin, quick set middle for Barker, sends it long and out. And so we're tied at 2. Gabby Swift coming back into the lineup for the Irish. At the service line is the freshman Izzy Scholes. Low on the receive, good pass. They'll set it for Ellis through the block, but covered by Swift. Now the setup at the net. Joust coming, tipped over on Bow's side, and the Indians will not be able to return. Three to 2, St. Pat's in the fourth. Scholes sends it across, and that's an ace. 4-2 Irish here in the fourth set. Well, again, the game of volleyball. I don't know if there is a sport where momentum can make more dramatic shifts than in the sport of volleyball. And now the momentum going back over to the Irish side as another ace is served by Scholes. And the Irish are up by 3. Here's a serve. Staples on the receive. Chapin will set it over toward Gabby. Tips it over the block. Chasing is St. Pat's, returning on 2. Chapin sets it behind her for Ellis, and Addie Ellis able to get on top of it and drive it to the floor. Ellis comes out. Martin will come in to replace her, as to the service line is Jesse Lowe. Lowe puts it in play. Pass up in toward the net. Scholes trying to keep it alive, but St. Pat's not able to return. So now Broken Bow with an opportunity to tie things up here in the set. Lowe with the serve. Overpass. Going up and putting it down is Hannah Barker. Barker able to read the overpass, went up and immediately sent it back and to the floor as we're tied at 5-all. Lowe sends it to the back row. Handling the pass is Heirigs. Sending it over on the third is St. Pat's. Chapin will set it outside for Staples, and that one flies long and out. Another point for St. Pat's. Kinsey Kimberling will come out. Elena Neeson back into the match for St. Pat's, as she will play on the front line. Serve from Siegel. Chapin will set it behind her for Barker through the block, but covered by Swift. Kept alive by Heirigs, returned by Siegel on the third. Lowe goes to the back line. Now Bow's got to chase after it, and they will get it sent over on the third. Scholes will set it middle for the attack, and there's a touch. Touch in the back row by Bow, and the point goes to the Irish. St. Pat's 7, Broken Bow 5 as we play in the fourth. Broken Bow leading 2-1. May Siegel the serve. Boy, a bullet. That's an ace. My goodness. That one just ate up McCaslin. Nothing Halley could do with it. That is just a point where you tip your hat to the server, May Siegel. Siegel will send it across again. This one not nearly as much steam behind it. Quick set for Martin, digging it out in the back row is Hyriggs, but then St. Pat's falls apart. Some miscommunication, not able to return. And the point goes to Bow. Lily Jonas into the match for the Indians, and she'll go to the service line. Serve is in play. Neeson on the receive. Now they'll set it up for Neeson, who lobs it over the block, but there to cover is Jonas. Lowe will bump it up for McCaslin, hitting out of the back row. Got a good swing on it, but St. Pat's able to chase and return on the third. Good pass to Jonas, who sets outside for Staples, and that is out. Just missed the line. Gabby trying to go cross court, hit it a little bit wide, and now St. Pat's leads 9-6. Jensen Becker back into the match for St. Pat's, sends one across, Low on the receive. They'll bump it up toward McCaslin, who hits out of the back row and puts it in for the kill. So Boda within 2. Broken Bow won sets 1 and 2. St. Pat's won the third, 26-24. That's why we play in the fourth. And now the serve by Gabby Staples goes into the net. Service error. Point and serve over to St. Pat's. Emma Taylor now into the match for Broken Bow, playing in the back row, as Olivia Phillips is at the service line for St. Pat's. Good serve. Bow's got a chase, trying to keep it alive, and they will get it sent back on the third. Scholes will set it for Hyriggs, tips it away from the block. Bow chasing again, getting a swing is Martin, but it goes into the net. Another point for St. Pat's. 11-7 Irish here in the fourth. Phillips sends it to the back row. Broken Bow's got a chase again, out of system, and they'll get it sent back on the third. Scholes will set it for Hyriggs now. Big swing, but played in the back row by Lowe. Now coming back the other way, it's McCaslin diving out to keep it alive is Childers, who's into the match now for St. Pat's. The attack from the Irish sails long and out, and the point goes to Bow. Addie Diedrichs back in now for Bow. Diedrichs with the serve. Scholes will set it up for Siegel, hitting out of the back row, but it sails long and out. And the point goes to Bow. So the Indians are to within 2. We play in the fourth set. Broken Bow trailing by 2 here in the fourth, but up a set. Quick set over by Izzy Scholes. The freshman with a great read at the net. Able to find the open spot, and the point goes to St. Pat's. Jesse Lowe, the libero, checking back in for Broken Bow to play in the back row. And at the service line for the Irish is Kinsey Kimberling. Kimberling sends it across. They'll pass to Jonas, who sets up McCaslin on the outside, and that's good. McCaslin able to put it in the corner. Another kill for Halley. Point Bow, and Marin Chapin now will go back to the service line for the Indians. Broken Bow down by 2 here in the fourth. Chapin with the serve. Scholes will set it up for Hyriggs. Lobs it over the block, covered though by the libero Lowe. Now it's McCaslin on the outside, through the block and good. And Bow's got a chance to tie it up here in the fourth. To the service line, Marin Chapin. Chapin gives it a spin and puts it in play. Scholes will bump it up, getting a swing out of the back row is Kimberling. Now back the other way, McCaslin again. Lobs it over the block, but covered nicely by Phillips. Siegel a big swing, and May Siegel takes it down the line for the kill. St. Pat's 13, Broken Bow 11. As we play in the fourth, Broken Bow leading 2-1. Tanya Hyriggs with the serve. They'll set it now for Barker on the outside, able to power it through the block, and it finds the floor. Gabby Staples back into the match as McCaslin goes back to the service line for the Indians. Hallie lobs it in the air and sends it across. The setup for Heirigs, who somehow gets it over the net. Now it's Barker in the middle, lobs it over the block, but covered by Phillips. Siegel lobs it over the block, and that's covered by Chapin. Now they set it up for Ellis. Times her jump, sends it across, but played by St. Pat's. Now it's Siegel sending it back to the back row. Played by Lowe, set up for Staples. It rolls across the net and falls on Broken Bow's side. (14-12), Irish leading here in the fourth. Momentary delay as Coach Krebs of St. Pat's comes to the floor official. They go to the scorer's table, make sure everybody's in the right spot in the rotation. And now we play more volleyball. Izzy Scholes, the freshman, with the serve. Low on the receive. Chapin will set middle for Barker. Block right back. Swift was there for the rejection. Barker went with the finesse, just didn't get it high enough. And Swift sent it right back for the block. Now Scholes the serve. Pass to Chapin, who sets behind her for Ellis. Punched up in the back row by Scholes. And St. Pat's will get it sent back on the third. Chapin will set it outside for Ellis, and Addy hits it into the net. St. Pat's now by 4. Timeout, Broken Bow. Broken Bow leads 2-1, but St. Pat's is trying to force a fifth. They lead in the fourth, 16-12.
How in the world Downey Drilling can cover the entire Ogallala Aquifer region from 3 locations in Kearney, Lexington, and Garden City? Well, it's dang near a miracle, but you have to remember, these are the guys that can poke a hole in the ground and make water appear. Top-notch equipment, top-notch techs, and incredibly good organization. That's how Downey Drilling has established that famous Downey tradition of excellence. New well construction or any type of water well repair, go to DowneyDrilling.com for the number of the shop nearest you. Downey Drilling, truly a tradition of excellence.
Back to St. Pat's, where the Lady Irish are trying to fight back and force a fifth set. They were down 2-0. They got up big in the third and then had to hang on to win 26-24. And now in the fourth, St. Pat's leads 16-12. Out of the timeout, Scholes with the serve. Chapin will set it behind her for Ellis, rolls it over the block, but covered nicely by Kimberling. Now the attack from Siegel. And again, May Siegel able to get on top of it and drive it to the floor. St. Pat's by 5 in the fourth. Izzy Scholes, the freshman, ready to serve, sends it deep to the back row. Chapin will bump it up in the air. McCaslin rolls it over the block, and it finds the floor. Janae Martin coming back into the match now for Bow, as Jessie Lowe will be at the service line. First an official's timeout, some moisture on the floor. And that's not surprising with as hot as it is in the gym tonight. Jessie Lowe to serve. Pass to Scholes, who sets it behind her for Siegel. My goodness. A lookout moment indeed for May Siegel. I mean, she got on top of it, and it was just look out. She may have dented the floor. And the momentum now on the side of North Platte St. Pat's. We'll see if this young Broken Bow volleyball team can do something to turn it around. Here's a serve. Chapin will set middle for Martin. That's covered by Heirigs. Now the setup for Neeson. Over the block and good. 19-13 St. Pat's. The Irish trying to force a fifth and decisive set after falling behind 2-0. Served by Siegel, and that's good. Broken Bow let it go. Thought it might sail long. It did not. And now the Irish are 5 away from tying the match. May Siegel, the senior, serving another good one. Lowe will bump it up in the air. McCaslin gets a swing out of the back row, and a shank pass sends it into the stands. Point goes to Bow. Barker out. Lily Jonas back into the match as Jonas goes to the service line. Jonas slaps the ball twice and sends it across. That is an ace. Well, Broken Bow fell behind big in the third set, fought back and made it really interesting. Can they do the same thing here in the fourth? They're down 20-15. Serve on its way as Scholes will set it up for Neeson through the block and good. So Neeson able to power it through the block attempt of Broken Bow at the net. Another kill for her. And back to the service line is Jensen Becker, the 5'11 junior. St. Pat's 4 away from sending it to a fifth set. Pass up in toward the net, saved by Jonas. Martin gets a swing, and Janae Martin able to take it off the block and put it to the floor. Staples will come out. Macy Haynes will check in. See if Macy can ignite a run for Broken Bow with her serve. Oh, it goes into the net. So service error, and now the Irish are 3 away from taking us into the fifth. Olivia Phillips at the service line for the Irish. Phillips puts it into the net. So Broken Bow gets a break. Addison Ellis will come in to play the front row for Bow. In to serve is Maddie Diedrichs. Diedrichs puts one in play. Shank pass in toward the net. St. Pat's not able to do anything with it. Point Bow. St. Pat's 22, Broken Bow 18 as we play in the fourth set. Broken Bow leading 2-1. Serve on its way, pass in toward the net, but saved by Scholes, who is there to send it across. Now McCaslin, a big swing, punched up in the air by Becker in the back row. Siegel will send it over on the third, and Bow lets it go, and it's out. And we got a timeout, St. Pat's. Broken Bow trying to fight their way back into the fourth. St. Pat's down a set, but they lead in the fourth, 22-19.
Queen and Broken Bow are looking for new members for their awesome team, both part-time and full-time for all shifts. This includes managers as well as grill, chill, and service positions. Pay available ranges between $10 to $19 an hour based on experience and availability. Plus, they are offering hiring bonuses on top of your pay. Full-time employees can earn paid time off from work, and students get free lunches when school is in session. Apply at the store or online at snagajob.com today, and you're on your way to having a blast at work.
And we come back to St. Pat's, the Lady Irish leading it over Broken Bow in the fourth set, 22-19, but again, Broken Bow leads by a set. Irish trying to send us into a fifth set and a race to 15. Served by Diedrichs, and it's out. Costly service error for Broken Bow coming out of the timeout. And now St. Pat's is 2 away from sending us into the fifth. St. Pat's 23, Broken Bow 19. Kinsey Kimberling with the serve. Kept alive by Jonas, and Chapin sends it over on the third. They'll set it up for Siegel. This time it sails long and out. Lily Jonas will come out of the match. Hannah Barker replaces her to play at the front as Marin Chapin will come to the service line. 23-20, St. Pat's leading here in the fourth. Chapin serve. Played in the back row by Phillips. Scholes bumps it up for Phillips, hitting out of the back row. It sails long and out. Broken Bow to within 2. Well, the goal for Broken Bow is to tie this thing up at 23 all before St. Pat's gets to serve for match point, or set point, excuse me. Here's a serve by Chapin. Pass up in toward the net. Scholes, though, able to set it for Siegel. Tips it over the block, covered by Chapin. They'll bump it up in the air for McCaslin, who lobs it over the block and finds the floor. And here we go. Bow with a chance to tie it up here in the fourth set. Chapin ready to serve, trying to tie it up at 23 all. Serve on the way. They pass to the front. Siegel sets it across. Chance for Bow here. Chapin will set it behind her for Ellis. The swing, and it goes long and out. And St. Pat's will serve for the set. Tanya Heirigs at the service line as St. Pat's tries to send us into the fifth. Serve on the way, played by Jessie Lowe. Chapin sets behind her for McCaslin. Block back, kept alive at the net. Bow scrambles and gets it back on the third. Scholes will set it outside for Siegel. Through the block, but covered by Chapin. Bumped up by Lowe. Getting a swing on it is McCaslin. St. Pat's there to cover. Now it's Siegel. Big swing, and it's good. And May Siegel ends the fourth set. St. Pat's, down 2-0, has come back to tie the match. They win set 3, 26-24, and close it out in the fourth, 25-22. A race to 15 coming up after this.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you. It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the grocery cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we will help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I bank with Custer Federal State Bank. In the mad dash of technology these days, I love that Custer Federal works hard to offer customers like me the latest and greatest products. You can't beat the convenience of online banking or the mobile app. I love being able to take a picture of my check with my phone to deposit it conveniently. When I need to stop into the bank, their friendly staff in Broken Bow and Kearney are ready to help. I encourage you to talk to them soon at Custer Federal State Bank, member FDIC.
Why buy alfalfa from AeroSeed? Experience. 70 years in the alfalfa business makes a difference. Their experience helps them find the genetics that offer alfalfa growers a true value. Genetics that offer top yields like L455 HD and exceptionally high-yielding and high-quality alfalfa with excellent digestibility. And Big Red 3, a high-yielding winter hardy variety. The right seed properly matched to your management practices and growing conditions pays for itself, often with the first cutting. Quality seed pays, period. Visit aeroseed.com today to find the dealer nearest you.
And we come back to North Platte St. Pat's. We're going to go the distance. We go into the fifth. Broken Bow won the opening set 25-17, won the second 25-16. St. Pat's jumped out to a big lead in the third, but Broken Bow fought back. They tied it at 24, but then St. Pat's closed it out 26-24 to force us into a fourth. And again, St. Pat's just kind of controlled the set. Broken Bow made a charge at the end, but St. Pat's held them off. And St. Pat's takes set 4, 25-22. So we go to the fifth. Broken Bow looking for their 3rd win of the year. St. Pat's looking for their 5th. Well, when you only go to 15, important that you get off to a good start. Jesse Lowe remains the libero for Broken Bow as we play here in set 5 now. St. Pat's will open with the serve. Kinsey Kimberling to serve it. The 5'4" sophomore at the service line to get us started here in the 5th. Serve on the way. Low on the receive. Jonas will set it middle for McCaslin. Off the block, sent back over, kept alive at the net by Chapin, returned by McCaslin. Scholes will set it near side for Siegel, dug out in the back row by Haynes. Jonas sets it outside for McCaslin, and that's in, oh boy, blocked back. I thought it was going to be 4 hits, but St. Pat's able to return and find the open corner. Well, I thought McCaslin's attack went into the net, but they let the point play on. Good job for St. Pat's to not give up on that point, and they end up winning it. Jonas will set it behind her for Chapin, trying to go cross court, and that'll get down for a kill. 1-1 in the 5th. Well, for this young Broken Bow volleyball team, these are the kinds of matches that you got to find a way to win, because this can create some great confidence moving forward. We'll see if Broken Bow can make it happen here in the 5th. The serve by Chapin, handled by Phillips. Now Siegel sets it over the block, but there to cover is McCaslin. Now Halley with a swing and a kill. Broken Bow 2, St. Pat's 1 in the 5th. Broken Bow will be off until next week when they play at Lexington, and we'll have that match for you live on the radio and on the video stream from Lex. Here's a serve by Chapin. Pass up toward the net, overpass, and McCaslin goes up and puts it down to put Bow up by 2. McCaslin able to take advantage of the overpass. Broken Bow 3, St. Pat's 1. We are in the 5th. Chapin gives it a spin and now puts it in play. Scholes will send it to Heirigs, lobs it over the block. There to cover, though, is Staples. Now McCaslin through the block, played nicely by Siegel. They'll set Siegel on the outside, and she'll find the floor. Boy, been a great match for May Siegel. She has certainly led the way for the Lady Irish offense. Broken Bow 3, St. Pat's 2 in the 5th. Tanya Heirigs at the service line, sends it across. Chapin will back set it for McCaslin, times her jump, gets a swing on it, but played by Heirigs in the back. Now scrambling is St. Pat's. They get it sent back on the 3rd. Chapin will set middle for Barker. The swing off the block and good. Hallie McCaslin to the service line. Broken Bow 4, St. Pat's 2 in the 5th. McCaslin, good serve. Scholes will set it for Siegel, who has to bump it across. Chapin will set it outside for Ellis this time, trying to go cross court, and it will find the floor. Broken Bow 5, St. Pat's 2 in the 5th, and that's going to force Coach Krebs to call a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We are in the 5th. Broken Bow 5, St. Pat's 2.
Thing we definitely desire perfection on is our vehicles. You want something that gets you to where you're going comfortably while looking great. Whether storm damage, deer damage, or insurance claim, take your ride to Rod's Body and Paint Broken Bow. They're the collision specialist. You should call 308-872-5346. Offering over 42 years of experience, they'll get you back on the road quickly without sacrificing quality. From dings and dents to full replacement and auto glass repair. Rod's Body and Paint, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we come back to North Platte St. Pat's. Broken Bow off to a good start here in the 5th set. They lead 5-2. Hallie McCaslin at the service line for Broken Bow. McCaslin will put it in play, and that's going to be an ace. Bow leads 6-2. Broken Bow looking for their third match win in a row to follow up the 2 match wins they had in the consolation bracket of the Lexington Invite over the weekend. St. Pat's has to scramble, and they will send it back on the third. Pass to Chapin, who sets it outside for Ellis. Off the block and good! And Bow leads 7-2. Great response by Broken Bow here in the 5th. They were up 2-0, saw St. Pat's tie the match up, and now Broken Bow playing well in the 5th. Served by McCaslin. Scholes will send it outside for the attack, and that's down the line and good. Broken Bow 7, St. Pat's 3. Again, we are in the 5th. Broken Bow won sets 1 and 2. St. Pat's came back and won sets 3 and 4. Scholes the serve, and that's into the net. Boy, a costly service error. We'll see if Broken Bow can take advantage. They lead 8-3 now in the 5th. Janae Martin back into the match as Jesse Lowe goes to the service line. Lowe puts it in play. Pass to Scholes, who has to bump it up in the air for Swift. Got a swing and takes it off the block for the point. Tell you what, Izzy Scholes, just a freshman. Talented volleyball player. She's the center on this team, and she has set up the hitters well for St. Pat's tonight. Siegel now serving for the Irish. Shank pass, saved by Ellis, but then it just falls to the floor. Some miscommunication for Bow on that point, and now St. Pat's is to within 3. Siegel to serve again. Again, it is in play. They'll set it up for Barker. Hannah Barker puts it to the floor. Broken Bow 9, St. Pat's 5 in the 5th. Lily Jonas to the service line. Slaps the ball a couple of times and serves it across the net. Scholes will set it middle. The attack by Swift. Reaching out to save it is Ellis. Now getting a swing, McCaslin. Punched up in the air by Siegel. Now Neeson lobs it over the block. There to cover is Jonas. Lowe will bump it up in the air for McCaslin out of the back row. Heinrich's there to send it up toward the front. Now it's Siegel who takes over and sends it across on the third. Jonas will set middle for Chapin. The swing. Blocked back. Kept alive by Bow. Jonas will set it behind her for Martin. Times her jump. Takes a swing. Sent back on 2 hits. And St. Pat's will collect the point. Tremendous play by Gabby Swift at the net for St. Pat's. 9-6, Irish trailing by 3, but they have the serve. At the service line, Jensen Becker for the Irish. Gives it a spin, tosses it in the air, sends it across. Jonas will bump it up in the air. McCaslin rolls it over the block. Diving to dig it out is Becker. Returning is Neeson. Now Broken Bow's got a scramble. They will get it sent back on the third. Free ball for St. Pat's. Scholes sets it behind her for Swift. Dug out, kept alive by Jonas. Now McCaslin the roll shot over. Played by Siegel, who passes to Scholes. Now Neeson a swing. Dug out by McCaslin. Jonas sets it for Martin, and it hit the antenna. It's out. And the drama building in the 5th. Timeout, Broken Bow. We are in the 5th and final set. Broken Bow 9, St. Pat's 7.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
Back to St. Pat's. Lady Irish will have the serve following the timeout. Becker to serve it. In play. Jonas will back up, set it behind her for Ellis. Through the block, but covered by Becker. Now Scholes trying to set it deep into the corner. Low there to cover it, though. Now Ellis a swing through the block. Punched up in the back row by Becker. Neeson steps back. Block back. Kept alive at the net. And it's going to finally hit the floor on the St. Pat side. Great block by Martin at the net. Heirigs kept it alive somehow, but then it hit the floor. And now Broken Bow is 5 away from the match. Back to serve, Macy Haynes. Scholes keeps it alive at the net. St. Pat's some miscommunication, and they will not return. And now Broken Bow leads 11-7. And another timeout Irish. We are in the 5th. Broken Bow 11, St. Pat's 7. Back for the finish after this.
At Trotter Service, every oil change comes with a multi-point inspection. As a Tire Pro store, they bring customers only the best brands of wheels and tires at the best prices anywhere, and have computer balancing and alignment too. They service semis and provide bulk fuel and propane delivery as well. At Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
Well, Broken Bow won the opening 2 sets, had the momentum taken away from them as St. Pat's won sets 3 and 4, but now Broken Bow has found it again, and they're trying to close out the match. Here's the serve by Haynes. St. Pat's has to scramble, and they will send it back on the third. Pass toward Jonas, who will set it outside for McCaslin. The swing and the kill, and Bow is 3 away from their 3rd win of the year. Boy, this would be a huge win for this young volleyball team. Had the momentum, had it taken away, and now trying to get it back. But Macy Haynes on the serve sends it long and out. Service error, and the point goes to St. Pat's. Olivia Phillips, 5'4" senior, will go to the service line. St. Pat's looking for a service run down by 4. And that's a good way to start it. That's an ace. Irish to within 3. Olivia Phillips ready to serve again. Puts it in play. Pass to Jonas. Jonas will set the outside for McCaslin. Diving out to keep it in play was Siegel. Returning his Heirigs on the third. Haynes will pass it toward Jonas again. Back set for Martin, trying to take it down the line. Dug out by Siegel again. Now it's Neeson, rolls it over the block. Broken Bow's got a chase. They will send it back on the third. Free ball, St. Pat's. Scholes to Heirigs in the middle. Tips it away from the block. Good cover by Martin in the front row. Now Janae tips it over the block. And it's going to get down for the point. Now it's just a question of whether or not Broken Bow can just simply close it out. They lead in the 5th, 13-9. Janae Martin will stay in to serve. Serve on its way. In play as Scholes will send it outside for Neeson. Big swing, down and good. So it's 13-10. Broken Bow leading in the 5th. And again for St. Pat's. They're wanting to run off 3 in a row here. Get this thing tied up before Broken Bow has a chance to serve for the match. Back to the service line, Kinsey Kimberling. They'll pass to Jonas. Sets it behind her for Chapin. Through the block. Kept alive, though. And then it finds the floor. Kinsey Kimberling kept it alive, but St. Pat's couldn't chase it down. And it is now match point Broken Bow. Match point Lady Indians at 14-10 in the 5th. Feel like I'm watching Nebraska and Creighton over again. Here's Chapin trying to close it out. Phillips on the receive. Now Kimberling bumps it over. Chapin will set middle for Barker. The swing blocked back. Sent right back by McCaslin. St. Pat's with it on their side. Scholes will set Siegel through the block, but kept alive by McCaslin. Now it's Halley on the outside. Big swing, and that's the match. Oh, my goodness, what a swing from McCaslin to close it out. And Broken Bow survives. Broken Bow wins the opening 2 sets. St. Pat's won sets 3 and 4, but Broken Bow prevails in the 5th, 15-10. Back to wrap it up after this.
It's hard to imagine anyone with more siding selections than Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. They're proud to offer Diamond Coat, a specialized pre-finish built onto tough LP Smart Side. Here's the awesome part. It's so tough, it's backed by a 30-year, no-fade warranty. Choose from 30 colors or create a custom color. The possibilities are endless. Diamond Coat. When you need siding, ask for it by name at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
And we come back to North Platte St. Pat's as we wrap it up. A thrilling match. Broken Bow gets the win. It's their 3rd win in a row. But, boy, it was a tough one. Broken Bow got behind early in the first set, but fought back, took control of it, won the opening set 25-17. Fell behind early in the second set, but fought back, took control of it, won in the second 25-16. Then in the third, St. Pat's took all the momentum back. They built up a huge lead, but Broken Bow then fought back somehow, some way. They got it tied at 24 all in the third, but then St. Pat's would run off 2 in a row and win the third set 26-24. North Platte St. Pat's then took the fourth set, 25-22, to force a 5th and decisive set. And Broken Bow was able to kind of take the early control of the set, and then they hung on. Broken Bow would win it in the 5th, 15-10. A big win for this young Broken Bow Lady Indians volleyball program. So they've won 3 in a row now, and they will be off, at least according to the schedule I'm looking at. I think it's accurate and correct. Broken Bow will be off now until they play at Lexington next Thursday on the 15th, and we will be there to call it for you live on KBBN Radio, and we'll do the live video stream again as well. We're hoping to anyway when we get to Lexington next week. So Broken Bow now 3 and 4 on the season, and they will next take on the Minute Maids of Lexington next week. Before we go, we want to say thanks again to all of the sponsors that made our broadcast possible tonight on the radio. We say thanks to Prairie Eye Care, Trotter Fertilizer, Downey Drilling, Dairy Queen, Universal Insurance. Also brought to you by the Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Aero Seed, Rods Body and Paint, Team Physical Therapy, Trotter Service, Mead Lumber, Shelter Insurance, Brent Custer, your local agent, A to Z Lawn Pro and Landscaping, Squire Septic Service of Myrna, Geared for Sports, Agland ATV, Bruning Bank, The Garden Center, Sargent Irrigation, and Duda Plumbing. Again, Broken Bow wins it over North Platte St. Pat's 3-2. They win in the 5th, 15-10. For all the sponsors that made the broadcast possible, for our video producer, Jeff Bailey, I'm Brent Apperson. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible.